Welcome guys to another SCPH replay sent in by the community. It's your boy Daks PH here with the StarCraft content that you've been looking for. So this time, let's introduce our players. On the bottom right, we got the red Terran that is Iskaplif. On the flip side here, on the top left, it's gonna be Hypernova. And what is this? What is this trophy I see here for Hypernova? Did he win something? I wouldn't know. Maybe one of those casual tournaments that they put on the client itself every other day, that kind of deal. So it's really cool. It's a big rotating turret. I would like one too, maybe something for campaign. But in the meantime, Hypernova gonna be playing that blue Zerg. Look to expand already, very quick. And we see a drone going to go for the scout. So Hypernova might be playing greedy. Is this going to be a 3-phase expansion at the get-go? It looks that way. Hypernova just going to be in that hyper-economical state. Iskaplif though playing standard, going to be putting up the barracks, not seeing what the Zerg is doing. So with this triple hatchery opening, this does mean the spawning pool as well as the initial Zerglings as well as the Queens gonna be later to the party, because 300 minerals means that's the spawning pool and the first cycle of Zerglings to go. So in the meantime, Iskaplif gonna scout around. The first thing he's gonna notice, of course, is this second base ready to go. And the real question is, will Iskaplif be able to do the math, see that there is no spawning pool yet, and be like, what the hell is this Zerg doing? For now though, it is going to be a reactor core here for Iskaplif. Might be double pumping those Marines. Unfortunately here for Iskaplif, if he just went on that standard Reaper opening, he might have gotten a lot of damage and this game would be over already. Interesting note though, Iskaplif playing a double refinery opening, so this does mean that he's either going to invest heavily in tech or mech or starport units. Usually you only get one refinery first for your Reaper opening. Focus on the minerals so you can get that second expansion quicker. But Iskaplif looking to play the high tier at the start of the game. So for now, Hypernova finally getting his spawning pool. Iskaplif not really doing much about that. Gonna get the Reaper on out by the 2-minute mark. But I feel like at this point, with the spawning pool already in position, he can get some Zerglings to defend. Interesting note though, no Queens as of yet. And the drones now gonna be saturating that second base first before starting off on the third. This does allow Hypernova though to maximize his egg potential. Gonna have 9 at the start of this game. So quick little swap, the Reaper already in position. We are gonna see the Factory get the free reactor core instead. So maybe double pump Hellions is gonna be the way to go. But the thing about Iskaplif is still he hasn't fully saturated his minerals. He's relying on mules to bridge the gap. But look at that, Hypernova heavily in the lead and turns off that mineral count. So the tier 1 unit's gonna be very easy here for Hypernova to get. Finally, Queens being birthed, a very important part of the Zerg structure. Look at that though, minerals. Here 4 days for Hypernova. On the flip side, Iskaplif now gonna be playing the Hot Wheels again. We'll decide to try and run along with these, burn things up, and turn them into Rice Krispies. In the meantime though, still drones being built and Hypernova playing a hyper-aggressive economy build. No units as of yet. Looks like the army supply 9-2. 2 supply here for the Blue Zerg. Absolutely atrocious. This one Queen pretty much gonna be the show. So how can Hypernova respond? With a heavy drone opening and you don't have your proper Zergling count as of yet, you can go for the Spine Crawlers to defend, build some spores as well, just in case. Unfortunately for Iskaplif, he is wasting some time. If he only realized that the triple hatchery did come online earlier, he could have been attacking a minute or 2 sooner. Good for him though. Gonna build up the second base, looking to start off with the wall, the Great Wall of Supply Depots. Interesting note, Command Center just deciding to build some SCBs instead of turning into an orbital command. Finally a brawl in the hall, burning up those drones. Easy kills here for those Hellions, turning them into mulch. Hypernova with Queen in position, and the drone's gonna get pulled off the mineral line. This is gonna be good damage already from Iskaplif. The Zergling's gonna run on out, but things look good here. Iskaplif already doing some significant damage on the economy of the Zerg. Unfortunately for Hypernova, without any defenses, he is going to be forced to use the drones as battle units. The Hellions though having a field day. Look at that, 9 Hellions on that last one till the end. But the losses, man, the losses are absolutely atrocious. Can we see the units lost? Oh my god, guys! 25 drones lost by Hypernova with 4 Hellions to sacrifice. 1,000 minerals. I don't know, let's do the math. 25 times 51,250 minerals compared to 400. Iskaplif now just already in the lead heavily. We do see a bunch of Swarmlings though in position. So let's see if Hypernova can actually work on his base a little better. He is running a lot of larva. He's really dedicating himself to droning on up before building anything else. And guys, if you do a triple hatchery opening, you do need a defensive force or two. So you do have to have the queen in position or a few spines. The fact that you do have a lot of minerals in your favor does more than compensate for the lack of Zergling count. But in the meantime, Iskaplif playing this slow. Gonna be deciding to tech on up instead. And guys, this is the point where you have to realize when you can win a game outright. If Iskaplif was just a little more aggressive, he could have just went for a second cycle and that would be the show. But this time, Hypernova has already rebuilt his economy. The drones turning into extractors. We are going to see a lot of gas, but it's still a spawning pool here for the Zerg. On the flip side, this is very smart from Iskaplif. You're going to be building up some Banshees with some Cloak. No Spore Crawlers as of yet, but he does really show his hand early as the Banshee gets in position, looks for some snipes. This should be Hypernova responding in kind with those spores. And what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hatcheries into play. Hypernova looking to expand the Zerg and their territory all the way through Kairos Junction LE. It does suit the landscape, and this is going to be a legendary opening right now here for the Blue Zerg. Another hatchery being built, bases for days. And how many Zerglings do we have right now? This is a lot of Zerglings to swarm around. Now on the flip side, Iskaplif has prevented one hatchery to come up on up. There was no cancel whatsoever, so the drone does get taken out. Now the Zerglings looking to swarm. It's very interesting because Iskaplif does have this reconnaissance army of 2 Banshees with Cloak. He does have fortifications with a bunch of Marines, a bunker out in front, and some siege tanks in position. But he has to maximize his positioning right now as there are missile turrets in the backline thinking that Mutalisks are coming. But Hypernova, this said, building all those hatcheries and these Zerglings just dying left, right, and center. This bunker flaming up, but the Human Torch not gonna be consuming one today. So Hypernova instead scouting around, trying to see if there are any other bases to get in his way. Realizes Iskaplif is stuck on 2. So for now, Hypernova can go for a fire to blaze kind of deal and decide to take all the way with all of this, just getting some money for him. He has put up some Spore Crawlers, getting some detection ongoing. One of the Banshees do drop, and now this is going to be the second Banshee wailing away to her death. The hatcheries though still in position. The drones just getting cycled onto one base. Not very, not very efficient right now here from Hypernova. But in the meantime, it is still gonna be a worker revolution. The thing though, Iskaplif still sticking on the outside, and as I say that, finally he comes on, moves to a potential third, looking around to try and clean up those bases. His second base still defended by these siege tanks, exactly what you need against a Zergling swarm. Very, very good from Iskaplif, keeping the stationaries on the defense and having a more mobile comp with a few siege tanks to support. In the meantime, the Reaper now with that jetpack, just running along, looking to see, will he actually spot out the base? He will spot out the Zerglings potentially, and he will actually spot out a few of the ones up north. So let's see what the Reaper can bring in terms of the intel. Iskaplif though still staying on, and he is getting a number of upgrades along the way. +2 for the Marines coming on out. Is going to be step back as well to get that stutter step on. And on the flip side, Hypernova not really producing anything with all his resources. But the Reaper now going to say hi, sees the space, decides to zip along, and will go straight to the main. So a bunch of Spore Crawlers in the first and the second. The Queen going for some pokes. Another set of hatcheries here from Hypernova. And he really is hyper-extending his base and his reaches. Still though, Iskaplif waiting on in. The problem right now here for the Red Terran is he's heavily behind in terms of all those resources, so this one attack might be a all-in terms of his stature. Well, on the flip side, with an army this scary, let's look at the army supply again. 71-216. Hypernova cannot do anything against this bulk. The Medivacs, of course, are going to keep those Marines topped up for the Stimpak. And the Siege Tanks all the way in the back going to get some shock cannon damage. So first things first, Iskaplif gonna go for this north base. Here we go with the engagement, the Reapers and the Marines. It's also the Siege Tanks going for the eggs first for some reason. The hatchery now gonna be the target. The drone's gonna get pulled. Here comes the interception, and Iskaplif gonna get some significant damage ongoing. On the flip side, Hypernova still with a million bases and the Dream. There's gonna be a few cancels onto those Zerglings, and he gets a scan on the top right. So another base gonna go on down as he comes online. It's like when you try to make a town somewhere and there is no resources whatsoever. No one's gonna be buying that one. That's free real estate for the Terran instead. But in the meantime, Hypernova now swarming all these Zerglings. He has just one Dream. It's Zerglings. Double Spires come on out. Interesting enough from Hypernova. So he is going to be pumping out a Mutalist Ball a la StarCraft 1. So this is going to be double pump upgrades as well. The Flyer Carapace as well as the Flyer damage. Going to be adding to those Glaive Worms. But on the flip side, Iskaplif already with the Scouting Viking getting shot on down. Never mind the Siege Cannons from the Siege Tanks. Gonna get the damage done. And that's going to be another base falling. Now Hypernova is running out of space, and he is gonna go for a swarm attack. Beautiful pull from Iskaplif onto the bunker, and you can see the SCVs earning their overtime, just defending this a la tower defense. The Marines though in the back, and the bunker slowly but surely dwindling on down. They need some more SCVs to work on that one. Can the bunker stay alive? So much action all over the point, but Iskaplif gonna be able to hold on for the time being. The Zerglings running out of chewing room, and they are gonna fall one by one. On the flip side, this whole base is completely destroyed by the bulk. These two Spires all for decoration. Where are the Mutalists? 11 are coming their way. Will it actually be enough as the eggs come on with the hatchery out? Hypernova though, just spitting out those Glaive Worms like candy. The Broodlings out in front. The Terran Dominion now just imposing, and that is gonna be the game. Hypernova not even saying GG. Greed is good apparently. The Blue Zerg gonna call it quits. Interesting note though, Iskaplif still playing on. Looks like he is gonna have some fun in cleaning up those bases. Unfortunately, we can't move the screen anymore. But a good attack there from Iskaplif, just punishing Hypernova and his ambitions. A little bit of a missed opportunity though at the early part of the game. With those Hellions, he did so much damage. If he just sent in one more cycle, that would have been the show. If he sent in a Reaper earlier, that would have been a big hit in the first place. So Iskaplif doing really well. Hypernova trying to meme it up, but it isn't gonna happen. You can't go Zerglings into Munilist without getting punished by a bull. So I'm gonna call it quits here. Thank you for the replays. We're just cleaning up our catalog, our backlog, and hopefully guys, you can send in a replay at gamesarepool@gmail.com. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning on in.